Hi guys, welcome back to Top Shot Hockey. I got some O-Pee-Chee 21-22 blaster boxes on special. So I thought we'd try my luck on some more marquee rookie, especially the retro version. I'm still in need of some of the top rookies in the retro version. So I figured I'd try my hand at finding some more. I'm just going to skip through. Oh, look at that! Jeremy Swayman. That's a good... He's a top rookie this year. He's been really good for Boston this year. Like, I think he'll be their goalie in the playoffs. You know what I find funny about this picture? It looks like he's got a camera on his helmet. I don't know if what he wore that for. I got a buddy who's a Bruins fan. He might know. I'll have to ask him. Maybe it was something for their team site or something. Here's a retro Josh Bailey, Mark Scheifele, Tallboy. I'm just going to skip through the base cards because I've got this set like 2 times over now. I'm missing, I think, a handful of marquee rookies, but other than that, I've got everybody else. Oh, here's a cool one. Austin Matthews, league leader. O-Pee-Chee's, obviously not as valuable as the Upper Deck stuff. But the one nice thing... Oh, here's another nice one. Gustafson. Retro Dano Stutzel. It's nice because it's cheap, so kids can afford to collect it. And it's more detailed. I shouldn't say detailed. It's more expansive. The set's like 650 cards. Well, I guess if you add up all the Upper Deck, like Series 1, Series 2. Oh, here's a really good one. So Cole Caulfield, Tallboy. And the yellow is Blaster Box exclusive. So I don't know if they're worth any more than the white ones. Kind of ironically, we got 2 Scheifeles here. We got a white one and a yellow one. So that's a good one. That card right there basically pays for the case. What was I saying? Oh yeah, if you add up Upper Deck Series 1, Series 2, Extended, it ends up being about $750. But O-Pee-Chee's standard set, which just comes out one time, is a nice one. McDavid, Pioink, Makar. They have a lot more players in their sets. So if you want cards for the 3rd and 4th liners and the 6th defenseman, then you collect O-Pee-Chee. Nedeljkovic. Here's Cole Lind. Canucks lost him in the expansion draft. He went to Vegas. Not Vegas, Seattle. He's been up in their lineup post deadline. He's looked okay. What we got here? It's a retro David Ference rookie, so that's cool. Here's a John Tavares Tallboy. I like the marquee cards. I think it'd be cool to manage to get the whole O-Pee-Chee set in the retro version, but that would be pretty tricky because you only usually get, I think it's 1 per pack. So, and the set's 650, so you would need, at least 650 packs, and the chances of you just getting, no doubles is pretty rare. Luckily with ComC and eBay, you could, you find stuff online, but it would be pretty hard. I'd be pretty impressed if anybody could build a whole retro set. There's a nice one. Kupari. Blue bordered one. So the blue ones will be worth slightly more. There's different colors. There's black's the rarest one. It's like black retro and they're numbered. But then there's also like neon green and red borders. I don't know if they're available in the blaster boxes. The only ones I've seen are been out of hobby boxes, especially the black ones. I haven't seen any of the black retros out of a blaster box, so they might not be available in there. a retro Matthew Perot. I had somebody ask me the other day why they should buy hobby box over retail box, and because a lot of times if you look at the price, they're like, oh, this retail box is cheaper and I get more packs. But with the retail box, you have a far less. Oh, here's funny. We got a David Ferentz regular rookie on top of the retro one we got. Here's a Sharon Govich. He's been really good for New Jersey this year. With the hobby box, you have a better odds of getting some of the different inserts and stuff, and usually there's guarantee pulls. So here's a Lafreniere rookie update. It might guarantee a certain amount of different parallels and stuff, whereas the retail boxes are more luck of the draw. So hobby boxes are definitely worth it. Like O-Pee-Chee Platinum hobby boxes, you're guaranteed one auto per box, and they're hard signed, so they could be quite valuable if you get a top player. Morgan Barron, I think he got traded actually at the trade deadline. I forget who he got traded to though. So like if you buy, like retail boxes usually will have more packs, so if you're trying to complete your set, like your base cards and stuff, then retail's the way to go because you're going to get more of them. But if you're looking at the like different parallels and the different more valuable cards, and the hobby box is the way to go. I know some people have a tight budget when it comes to cards. I definitely spend more money than I probably should, but it's a very addictive hobby. And I've always loved hockey. Like I've been watching hockey since I was old enough to crawl, and I've collected hockey cards when I was a kid, and I don't think I could ever stop collecting. I definitely have to rein in some of my purchases sometimes, but I think the nice thing is if you ever want to sell them, or they're also like an investment, because cards have never been more valuable than they are right now. Like it's sort of the pinnacle of a time to be collecting. Like when I was young in the 90s, like especially when Upper Deck, because I obviously started collecting when Upper Deck first came out in 1991, and you'd think those cards would be worth a lot of money because there's so many. They're old, like they're like over 20 years old, and there's so many solid rookies and players that came out in that time period. But unfortunately, here's another Kupari. They mass produced them, so they're actually not worth anything. Like it's crazy to think like a Teemu Selanne rookie card or a Yager rookie card, or these guys that are like superstars. They're in the Hall of Fame. And you would think, oh, that card's going to be worth so much money. And then you get some random, like, marquee rookie, like this Kupari card. It's probably worth more than, a Rob Blake rookie card. Which is just, like, you would think, like, Rob Blake is in the Hall of Fame, one of the best defensemen ever. Kupari, he's going to be a good player. He's probably not going to be a Hall of Fame player. But his card right now is already more valuable than a Hall of Fame player, which just seems ridiculous when you're just looking at the merits of the players. But it all comes down to exclusivity, how it's a supply and demand. Like Young Guns cards, like literally the worst Young Gun you can think of is still valuable. It was probably worth about $5. And then like there's guys from the 90s, rookie cards that are literally worth less than $1. It is just crazy. But that's just and I think, oh look at that. We got lucky with the Kuparis today. So we got a marquee rookie one, a blue bordered one, and a regular one. Here's a break point. I lost my train of thought. I'm all excited about the Kupari. He's been playing really good lately. He's not getting like a ton of points or anything, but They got him on the third line, and he's so fast. He's a great forechecker. Like, he didn't get a point last night in the Edmonton game, but he created the turnover that led to the Byfield goal just by using his speed, and he's got really good hands, too. Like, I think once he's been in the league a little bit longer and gets, you know, like any rookie, gets used to the league and used to the players and builds his confidence, like, he's going to be a good player. Like, he was drafted in the first round. Like, the Kings have so many prospects that, like, there's guys that just kind of get forgotten about. Like, look at Jordan Spence. The guy was practically an afterthought. And he's like, before he got called up, he was on pace to basically win Rookie of the Year in the AHL in his first pro season. And now he's in the NHL. And he doesn't look out of place. And he was a fourth round draft pick. Like, the Kings have so much talent coming. They actually literally have too much. Like, their right side D, it's literally an embarrassment of riches. So normally, if everyone's healthy, it's Doughty, Walker, and Roy are their three sort of NHL right shots. And they're literally all out right now with injury. So now you got Dursey up. You got Spence up. He's right. They're both right shots. You got Brock Faber, who will probably sign with the Kings as soon as his college career is over. Here's a nice one. Gabriel Velarde. He'll sign as soon as his season's over. He's a right shot. Like, the guy played on the Olympic team. He just played in the last college game. He played 41 minutes. Like, that is unreal. So he's going to step into the NHL pretty quickly. Then you got Brant Clark's a right shot D. He was their first round pick last year, and he's lighting up the OHL this year. Then you got Helga Grans is a right shot D. I feel like I'm missing somebody. They have it's funny because apparently right shot Ds are harder to find. They're one of the more valuable assets to have. That's why LA gets attached to so many rumors, because they've got a wealth of assets. And part of the reason they want big rumors to go after Chychrun is they're weak on the left-hand side. So if they could take one or two, well, take more than one, but if they can package a couple of those right shot prospects into a deal for a left shot, then it balances out their system. Because right now, like, they're so stacked on the right, and now it's the tricky part is figuring out which of those right shots to keep. Like, Dursey stepped in and he's been amazing. Spence has been amazing. Grans has looked really good in the AHL for a 19-year-old. You know, Brant Clark's coming up. Like, it's unreal. Well, there you have it, guys. That was a pretty lucky little run. The Cole Caulfield tall boy's probably the best one. This Swayman's really good. Well, I hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe.